Hello, good evening, guys. So sorry for that break. I was trying to get some things fixed up and I discovered that the OBS crashed. So sorry for that delay over there, okay? Please, if you are back here, can you please indicate? Please, can you indicate that you're back with me here so that we'll know the number of people that are currently present with us so that we can just kickstart this. So sorry for that break. Please indicate. Let's know how many people that we have here. If you are back here with us, can you indicate? It was as a result of poor network. That was why. All right, Solomon Alawale, thank you for joining back. I'm so sorry for that break, okay? I truly am sorry for that. That is as a result of network and the system was processing so many other things. So, but good to have you back. How are you doing? Please, while we are waiting for others to join, use this opportunity to drop your questions because I'll be answering based on first come, first serve base. So if you have any question that is, kind of bothering you, you can just use this opportunity to ask so that we'll start treating them immediately. Okay? So let's see. Let me see if I have anyone here. Is it only Olawale? Are you in the group? Please, if you're in the group, can you help me alert others because I'm using my phone for stream. Can you just help me alert others? Tell them that we are currently live. Thank you. Please, if you're in the group, just help me and alert them that we are live. Help me alert them that we are live. Thank you. Please, where are others? Or maybe let me share the link back. Let me reshare the link. All right, guys. Good evening. Yeah, Poema Meditation. Good to have you. Good to have you. Thank you for being here with us today. And I'm sorry for that initial break. My OBS crashed, and as such, I had to, I just had to sort it out. Yeah, Solomon, I'm very well. Thank you. Poema, I see you. Welcome. Please, more people should join so that we can kickstart this. More people should join so that we can kickstart this. I've already alerted them in the group, so I just hope they just join fast so that we start. Then, before I start, someone already asked a question, and the person was like, he wants to know why there is a buffering, and it's also good that we use this opportunity to know why there could be buffering or lagging on the part of your stream. So please, you can always help me like this video, help share this video so that it gets to as many people. Now, while we are still waiting for others, I will just go ahead and answer it, and maybe if the person that asked that question comes back and maybe still wants to hear what I have to say about that, then the person can indicate and say I am the one that asked that question. So basically, what can be responsible for buffering? Number one is your network. Network can be responsible, just like mine. So when the network is bad, because over here on my PC it's playing smoothly, but then when you guys are watching it on the internet, it becomes buffering. So network contributes to it. Another thing that may contribute to it is your stream setting. When I talk about stream setting, your encoder setting, sometimes you just have to make sure that you have the right settings. But then because of network, and it is network that determines what you are going to put as your stream setting, but that still does not take away the fact that why that is happening, that the network can be very, very extreme. So when it becomes extreme, like in some of my main condition, because throughout today there has been no sun, like when I say no sun, there's been no sun, so everywhere has been very cloudy, so the network has been like really, really bad. So that is one of the issues. Then another thing that can make your stream to to get that buffering is where you get to have a PC that is low end. When you say low end PC, a system that maybe does not have a graphics card that is of low spec in terms of the RAM, in terms of the processor, and maybe it's of old modern or old generation of computer, and in most cases hard drive, right, compared to SSD. Then another thing that can make your system to buffer is when you have lots of applications opened on your system. In that case, because those applications are also running, right? So they tend to share the attention with your system, and that is why you may likely have those buffering. But if you rule out all of these things, and maybe your system is of high spec, you have the right encoder settings, your network is good, you don't have much apps running, or in that case you have different systems, because in my own case I only have one system right here that is doing all of this work for me, and as such, from time to time it might just do my setting is okay, and my network, I tried as much as possible. To some extent they can even go to 0 kilobyte per second. The OBS shows me that from time to time, and what can I do? I can only manage to use that. Then I hope that is clear for the person that asked that question. Please, I'm still using this opportunity to hope that most of us will be able to join the live. I know we're almost like many before the cutoff. Then another person asked a question, and the person says, please sir, how to display comments on live video? Okay, Ematech. Now I'm going to use this opportunity because people still haven't started bringing up their questions. Now I'm going to share my screen and show you how I'm able to do that right here in OBS. So this is how you can display the comment, just like you see now. You see I just spotlighted your own question. So let me share my screen with you so that you see through the process. This is what it looks like on my interface here. Then you can see by the left here, you can see all of your comments. Whichever one that I want, I can just click on it and it spotlights. If I click on it, it's going to disappear. If I click back on it, it's going to come up. So now, for the sake of you that asked, that is Imatech, let me show you. Now on your browser, what you need is a site that is called Stream Ninja. Stream Ninja, I hope you can see that. Social Stream Ninja. Social Stream Ninja. Look at it here. You can see this. Please confirm that you can see this, Ima. Please do confirm. Do you see what I'm doing? Social Stream Ninja. That is the particular site that we are using to do that. Please confirm that you can see what I'm doing before I can go ahead. That interaction is always very necessary. Either you continually drop likes, you understand, so that I'll be able to know that everything is okay. Please, can someone confirm that they can see what I'm doing? Can someone just confirm? Please confirm if you can see what I'm doing. All right. So now what you're going to do is you come to this Social Stream Ninja, right? When you click on it, it's going to open an interface for you where you either have to download the extension or you can download the application on its own, so that once you launch it, there is a way you set it up, which I'm also going to show you. So now you see the way it is now. It says connect with your consolidate your live social messaging streams, connect your audience across Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Zoom, and dozens more platforms all in one place. So as we are going live right now, I can bring in people from TikTok. If I'm live on TikTok, every comment will be here, and then I will get to feature them in that chat, right? So now you just go ahead and click on download now. So on this download now, when you come here, you can decide to download extension. You understand? So browser extension versus standalone app. So if you wish to download the standalone app, you can download it. If you want to download extension, look at it here. So if you say browser extension, you just click on this, and then it's going to ask you to look at here where it says manual installation, right? Or you can click on get from web browser. So this is actually for your extension. If you want to use extension, now if you want to see that in my extension, look at, if I click on this, come down here, you are going to see social stream. I already have it downloaded here on my stream. Where is it? Or have I disabled it? Look at it here. You see social stream. So if I download this one that says Chrome Web Store, or you can say manual view installation instruction, that is this manual installation, whichever way you get. Then if you are using Firefox, you can download XPI. So it's going to install that extension on your Chrome, on your, what is it called, on your browser extension. So whichever one. But if you need the app, I kind of prefer the app. So you click on the standalone app. Then when it brings you here, you can see you can download for Windows, you can download for Mac OS, you can download for Linux. So that way, once you are done doing that, just go ahead, download. So let me open mine so that I'll show you what it looks like. When you open the application, you are going to see an interface like this. You are going to see an interface like this. But yours is not going to be like this by default. You only see this whole place where it's going to show you all the platforms that you can bring in. You see YouTube. Now this is just normal. This is your YouTube live. Then this one says YouTube video. If you want it on a video, maybe if somebody drops a comment on a video that has already been uploaded. But if it's the normal YouTube, you just click on this very one. Then when it comes here, that is if I'm using YouTube, you are going to come here. Then you are going to do what it says, username cannot contain spaces. So what do? In my own case, it's Pentouch Galleria. Remember what it says. You understand? Then I will say this is a channel name, not a username. Right? Depending on how you are able to. If maybe it's underscore, depending on how your this thing is, you can always just put that. So once you click on that and then you say, let me see if I can get my other channel to do that. Which other channel? Let me say All Saints Anglican Church. You do. And then I say okay. Now, how will it even know? How will it even know the one that is right or the one that is wrong? Right? You can see, once I've added this, I'm now going to say auto find. Or I can click on sign in so that it will be able to lead me to this thing where it's good. But the reason why I'm not going to do all of these things like this is because I am currently using it. So I don't want to distort anything that has to do with this. But the moment you do that, just click on this auto find. You understand? Then it's going to by default open your YouTube that is already logged into your system. Or you can click on the sign in and then you are going to click on this keep session, right? Then the moment you click on that, it's going to open the interface just for you to confirm that it is the same site that you are actually going to set up. Then if it is Twitch, you can set up Twitch. If it is Facebook, you click on this. Then you are going to type in the Facebook name just the way you did for the YouTube and you click on OK. Once you do that, that will be all for that. So at the end of the day, the question is now going to be, you are going to see the interface. Remember that this part is also still part of the interface. You can see that if I minimize it. So if I want to now activate this service, I'm going to turn on this. I won't turn it off. Maybe later after this, I'm going to make a video. You can see it has already brought me back here so that I'll be able to determine the sites where I can sign in, right? So please confirm if you are still with me. Guys, please do confirm if you are still with me. Confirm. Confirm if you are still with me, please. I will answer every question, okay? But confirm if you are still with me, like if you understand what I've said so far. I haven't finished, but I just want to make sure. Let it not be that I'm just talking to myself. And you can help me like this video as much as possible. It's just likes. Thank you. So, can I continue? So, what I'm now going to do, I'm going to make a special video for this. It's a promise. I'll make a special video just showing you guys exactly how to set it up. It's really very simple. So if I want to maybe add Facebook, like if I want to add TikTok, I'll just click on this and then I'm going to type in the TikTok name and I will say okay. Okay, so you can see these are all the places, but you can see not all of them are on, right? Not all of them are on. So what do I do? Once I come, I will just click on auto activate. Then for me to now bring it into my chat, just the way you people are seeing it here in my OBS, for me to bring it in here now, this is what we are going to do. This is what you are going to do. Okay, so back here in the Social Ninja page, you will come here to where it says service active. It will be turned off, so you just turn it on like this. You understand? I've turned it back on. You see, if you turn it off, it's going to off. Then if you turn it back on, it's going to be on. So what do? You see this place, look at the top here where it says main chat overlay and control dock. This is the one that you are going to use as your control. So the control means this very one now that you see, this left side, this one, right? So with this now, this is where I get to you know, determine. This is where I get to determine like I want it to show or I want it to disappear. You can see I just clicked it here and it just came. If I tap it again, it will disappear. If I click on it again, it's going to come up. Same thing also happens to if I want to spotlight a Matek, it's going to show. If I want to take it off, it's going to go off, right? So that's this particular one, like I said, is this first one that says main chat overlay and control dock. When you hear the word control dock, you just click on this copy and then you are going to come over to docs. That's what you are going to use to control. Then you come over to your custom browser. Then you are going to come down. Maybe you type in the name social. So once you click on social and you paste that thing that you have copied and you click on apply, instantly it's going to open this tab, but because it's already open, that is why it's not showing up. But once you click on that open, it's going to open this tab and you can carry it and you slap it to the side that you want, just like I have it here. I hope that is clear. All right, then how then do I now get all my text, like all my messages? What I will do again is I will now come down. Look at, you go down, you see this one that says featured chat overlay. This is where we'll now get to feature those chats that we want to bring it into the video. Now I'll just come here and I will copy, and when you come over to your OBS, you will now create, like, I do not design it. How do you do the design of the comments? You don't even design. It's the platform that does it for you. So I'll just come here. Maybe I'll just click on plus and then I'm going to, and by the way guys, you can see that there is a new OBS. You see the latest OBS now. This is what the latest OBS looks like. Okay, so when you come to your browser and then you are going to add browser source. Then you are going to paste Ctrl V. Then I'm going to put 1920 by 300 because it's not going to be 1920 by 1080 again. It's just by 300. And then you can click on this refresh browser when scene becomes active, so that even if I finish using it today and then I open it tomorrow again, I don't need to start copying those stuff. All I just need to do is once it connects to the internet, it's going to by default, you know, refresh itself. So that is that. Once it comes up here, that means it will now have it just like I have mine right here. Look at mine. This is mine here. So if I should spotlight this, it's going to come up. You can see it here. But if there was a video, but because I want to bring it into my camera here, right? Because I want to bring it into my camera, so that is why I've been able to, you know, put it as a source. You get? That's how I've been able to put it as a source. Sorry, I think I removed my camera. Let me put it back. Add camera source. Okay, please hurry up. I used iron, and then I'm gonna click on OK. So let me take it behind. Okay, all right. So with that now, you see, so this is it standing alone on its own. Then because I have my camera here, which is what you guys are watching, I'll just come over here, and then I'm not going to add it. I'm not going to add it again as a source. I'll add it as a scene. So what is the scene? I'll select this chatbot, which is the stream ninja, and that is how it now overlays it on the video, so that if I transition, it's going to be like this. Once I want to click, if I want to click outside of it, you see, if I click on it, it's going to appear. If I click out, it's going to disappear. So one click projects it, another click takes it off. So that's basically that. Please confirm if it was well understood before I can move over to the next thing. Please confirm. You see, the network has gone bad again, 0 kilobyte per second. Please guys, confirm if you can see that. Before I go over to the next question, confirm if you are with me. Confirm that you can, that you understand. If you don't understand it, you let me know that you don't understand it before I will attempt the next question. Confirm you understand it, please. I need your feedback. I need your feedback. Thank you. I need your feedback. Please, your feedback is needed at this moment. Did anyone understand what I said? Please, can you export your OBS Studio settings and share to the WhatsApp group? No problem. If you want me to share, no problem. That is not an issue. I can. But then I would have appreciated if you also want to learn how I set it up. I will be glad to share with you, because I do not even, I do not even have like a setting, this thing that will tell you I always fall back to. I know that it's always good to have the one you fall back to. But then basically, my tests may change. I'm a very, very unstable person in terms of the use of OBS interface. But if you need that, that is not an issue. I can share with you so that you can possibly import into your own settings. But please just confirm that what I said made sense to you. All right. So let me go over to the next question. The next person say, okay, that is a matter that I should share the OBS Studio settings to the WhatsApp group. I will. So, okay, still a matter. How many people? Okay, it's a matter. Emma, no problem. I think I saw a question earlier, or am I? Okay, Stone of Help. You said, okay, so can I close all my tab after I start streaming? Tab like Facebook, YouTube, and overlay. Yes, you can. The OBS has disconnected. This network, everything has gone off, reconnected. So this is one major issue that I face right here. So that is that. So do I have any other question? Any more question? Solomon Alawale, you say I'm not on the group yet. Use the opportunity to, where is it? Okay, let me spot it for you. So you can see that this is it right here. You can see that. Send me a message, okay? Send me a message and I will add you. So any more questions, guys? Or should we look out for other things? Any question? I need more questions, please. If you have any issue that you want to deal with, you can ask so that we'll deal with it right away. I'm basically doing this just as a makeup. I may possibly also go live tomorrow In fact, from morning, the way it is now, I want to be able to take this to another level. Really? Someone says no sound. There is sound, oh, there is sound. Let me check my advanced audio properties. My sound is enabled, sir. Ematech. Sound is enabled. Can someone confirm that there is no sound from their end? Can some other person confirm it? Ematech says no sound. Please, someone do confirm if you still have sound from your end, or is it just Ematech, so that we'll know where the issue is coming from. Please, can you confirm? And then if you have any question, you can drop it. Ematech says no sound. I want to confirm from someone, some other person, because from what I'm seeing here, let me show you my interface. You can see that as I'm talking, it's showing. Okay, Poima, what's the question? I think you asked that question, but I kind of missed it out. I think at the point I was looking for that very question. So Poima says that he can hear me. So Ematech, check. It might be network issue from your end, or it could be from your phone. Do check and rectify that. It's obvious that my sound is very much okay from this end. Poima, please, can you ask that question again? So Poima can hear me. Please ask your question. So sorry. Or you can point me to the question. You can point me to the question. I'm still waiting. Let me go back and see. Please, can we get your question? Poema meditation. Solomon Alawale say he can't hear me. That's serious. But everything is good from this end. Please check. It could be a network issue. My sound is enabled here. It is 100% enabled. Please, can someone else also confirm that they can't hear me? 2 people have said that they can't hear me. So I want to just get different people to confirm. Go ahead and ask. Whoever has the question should ask. Poema, I'm still waiting for your question. You say I haven't answered your question. Please go ahead and ask your question. I am all ears. And please, Fei Kemi. Okay, Poema say he can hear me. Please ask your question. You say you have a question before Fei can ask. Ask your question. Drop your question again so that I can attend to it. I'm waiting for you. Let me deal with it before I go over to the next one. Please hurry. Ematech, I think what you need to do, go out, like close your YouTube and come back. Close your YouTube and come back. Yeah, Stone of Help has already confirmed that you can hear me. So it should be from your end, okay? It should be from your end. And if you are coming across this channel for the very first time, please do make sure to help smash the subscribe button, turn on the notification, and also follow me across all my social media platforms for more valuable media contents like this. We do this basically every Tuesday, Thursdays, Tuesday, Fridays, and Saturdays. But the reason why I am starting on Monday today is because we have lost out on like more than 1 week as a result of issues that I was having with Airtel. All right, so that is the issue. Okay, someone is suggesting, Christian Hobson is suggesting that they use headphone. So you can try the headphone option. Maybe it should work for you. Or let it not be that another device is using your sound. Please, any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions? I need to start dealing with questions. I just want it to be like, if you have any question that has been bothering you, anything that you needed clarity on, so that you can just ask and we'll answer it immediately. Please ask your question. That is why we are here. It's a live class. Okay. Okay, let me see. Someone has a question here, and Feikemi says, if I'm far away from someone, can I snap the person clear and nice, or I must near the person? Then if I want to edit pictures, which app is the best to download for it? Alright, so now when you are talking about snapping someone, there are lenses that serves different purposes. If you want to snap someone, there is what they call framing, right? You need to know how to first of all frame someone. Now, you don't have to stay far away to snap someone. You have to at least you know what you are framing. And shots can come in different sizes. There is what they call extreme wide shots, which you are using as establishment shots. There's what they call wide. There is extreme wide shots. There is wide shots, which is between your head and your foot, where your head to your foot, everything is showing. Then it depends on what you want. Then there is also medium wide, which is basically like from your knee upwards. There is close, which is I think from your waist. There is extreme close, or mini extreme. Then there is extreme. So all of those shots. So you now wanting to snap someone, you have to at least come close to the person reasonably, depending on what you want to do to snap. Because if you go and stay very far and snap someone, and maybe in post-production you want to zoom it in, that means you'll be distorting the picture, and at the end of the day it's not going to look crisp and sharp, because by then you must have stressed the picture, you must have stretched it, and it works in pixel and all of that. So you don't want to do that. You need to be close. But then there are camera lenses that can do that for you. If maybe the person is very far from you and you want to be able to still stay at your own distance to take that picture, you can be looking at what they call like the zoom lens. Now zoom lens can be like some of them that are like 24 to 105. There are like 200, a bit 300 mm. There are even 600 mm. You understand? But then that is just that to tell you that there are lenses that can do the zooming for you. Then you still have like your 85 mm. It's like prime lens, which basically if you are far away from me, the way I'm going to snap you, you might end up coming to see the picture and you see that you are very close. You understand? Or you can get the 105, or the 200 or the 300 mm lens, or the 600 mm lens. All of this helps to bring your subjects closer to you. Then for editing your picture, I'm still replying to my very good friend, that is Feikemi Morayo. So to edit pictures now, as a professional, you basically see them working around things like Photoshop. That is an industry standard editing application. You also have Capture One. Capture One is another one which people use for color grading. It's very nice for color grading. You also have Lightroom, right? So you can use Lightroom to do your color grading. It's also nice. In fact, if you want to do like a very quick stuff, I would just suggest you get your Lightroom. If maybe you are not doing any heavy editing, you just want to like color grade, pop in the saturation, reduce the exposure and all of that, you can use Lightroom. So Lightroom, Adobe Photoshop, then you now have Capture One. There are so many others, you understand. Even for mobile, I think they say they have Snapseed. So some of them, they can help you. Then I will also encourage you, please, as somebody who wants to, because I believe maybe you want to go into photography, or maybe you have just started but then you still need some idea, I will encourage you, please, when you want to take any picture, make sure that you take your picture in RAW. Make sure you take your picture in RAW. Now there's what they call RAW, and then there's what they call JPEG. Now JPEG is like the normal one that when you snap it, you can just copy it and put it inside your phone, and that is all. Now when you see JPEG image is more like an already processed image that once you take it, you can just start using it. But in RAW, most especially where you know that you want to do anything that has to do with post-production, right? So the RAW now helps you to be able to, it's like taking the camera, allowing you understand, to take pictures originally the way the picture ought to look. Now, when you take a raw picture, it's going to look, from the word raw, it means raw. So imagine someone giving you a raw rice, like raw grain of rice. What that means is that you can easily turn it to jollof, you can easily turn it to white rice, you can easily turn it to whichever way. That's because you have it in its original form. Same also happens when you snap your pictures in RAW. Now, when you snap in RAW, in most cases, in fact, when you snap in RAW, the files are usually very heavy. They look so unsaturated, so uninteresting. But then, the reason is that it now gives you room for you to be able to, color grade it in post. So if there is like an exposure, you understand, an overexposure, because you took that picture in RAW, right, when you are editing, you can take out those overexposure and still have your image looking clean. But if that exposure happens to be in a JPEG image, maybe it's JPEG, if you decide to use a tool like Adobe Photoshop or Lightroom or Capture One, and you decide to start doing those heavy editing on it, at the end of the day, your picture might look distorted because it's taking away everything, and that is because you took your picture in JPEG. I hope that makes sense. Please confirm if I made sense in what I said to you. Morayo, right? I think that is Fei Kemi. Please confirm if you get what I said. Fei. Okay. You say regarding to mobile for phone also. So for mobile, you can get I think there is Lightroom for mobile. Then there is also Snapseed. Check Snapseed. Lots of people have actually recommended Snapseed on several occasions, and I'm made to understand that it has a very good feature that you can use to edit your pictures. Okay, check Snapseed. That is the number one priority. Then you can check Lightroom. There is Lightroom for mobile, so you can check that. Okay, but confirm if you actually understand what I said. Confirm before I go over to the next question, or should I just jump over to the next question? Okay, Oluwaseyi, you say, why does streaming still lag even after adjusting the bitrate with respect to the network speed for vMix? Now, let me say it again. The only reason network and network settings and your network settings and also your speed whatsoever, that is network, right, and your stream adjustments are not the only thing that is responsible for a laggy stream. If your system is not up to spec, it's going to affect it. If there are so many apps that are open on your system, it's going to affect it. You understand? So those are the reasons. I hope that makes sense to you. So the only reason is that you just try as much as possible to check all of these things. If there is any way you can, bypass some of those, like having something else doing it for you instead of this, then that way you'll be able to run off from them. But in most cases, the one that usually breaks the last one that usually breaks the camel's back is that network, because in most cases we do not have control over the network, except maybe you are financially buoyant for you to buy something like a network bonding device like the LiveView Solo, or maybe the YOLO box, you understand, or the TVU. All of these where you get to bond different networks like MTN, Glo, Airtel, and all of that into one. Okay, that way your network will be so strong, so that if one is failing, the other one is going to assume position before. So that way you maintain a stable stream. And then in that case, so you also make sure that you have a system that is strong, then you have the right settings. I'm going to tell you, you can run your stream without any hassle from beginning to end. But because we might get it right here, and in the other way around, we don't get it right. In fact, even in most cases, for those of us that are not that financially buoyant, we might have the right setting, we might have all the whole apps not running, and then at the end of the day, the network could just say, hold my glass, let me do my thing. You see, like right now, if you watch my listen now, it's very clean. You see, it's about close to 2 kilobytes per second, right? All of a sudden now it's going to drop to 0. Look at it here. You see, it's okay now with this green. That is it. But the moment we stay for some few seconds now, it will just die down to 0 kilobytes. And as such, the notification you get is that OBS is disconnected, and then until it gets enough network before it can push it. I hope that answers that. Lex Video, good to have you, bro. Okay, so Marcasage, you see, how do I bring the chat like the way you are doing now on screen? I already explained that earlier, but let me run over again because we are here to learn. So the app that I used to do that is called Social Stream Ninja. Look at it here. Let me share my screen with you. See what I use here? Social Stream Ninja. So once you type Social Stream Ninja, this is it. Then you have the ability for you to either bring it in as you can bring it in as, what is it called, as an extension. So by extension, you see this part where you see all of these things. These are the different extensions I have here. So if you don't want to download it as an app, you can have it as an extension, so that whenever you just come, you just click on it and it pins it to your extension here. And if you click on it, it's going to open it. And when it opens it, this is what it's going to look like. You understand? This is what it's going to look like. So you can see the different places where I can connect the accounts. So when I click on this one, I can just click on it, and then it's going to ask me to put my username. So when I put my username, then it's going to like ask me to sign in, and then it's going to show me how to do that. I did that earlier, so maybe you can still check back this video, but I'm just doing that just to brush you up. Then I will also be making a tutorial on that, showing you how to set it up from start to finish. So do make sure that if you haven't subscribed to this channel, to click the subscribe, and just that way, once you are able to connect it like this, all the accounts has been connected, right? You can see how many accounts that are connected here. Just check it. I have my YouTube, which is Pentouch Galleria, and then I also have my Facebook, which currently is not active. You see, I turned it off. You can see I have my TikTok, which is currently up. That is it right here. If you check here, this is actually that. I am live on TikTok using Restream. Okay, so that is that. All of this is what you can basically do. So once you're able to set it up like this, you just come here and then you click on service active, turn it on. If it was off, turn it on. Then what I'm now going to do is that at the top here, you see this place where it says main chat overlay and control dock. I'm going to copy this. So this control dock is where you see where you are going to add it to this very place, this custom browser docs. Then you paste it and you have something like this. You see this one? That is this one. So through here now I can control it. That is where I'm now clicking to have it spot here. Then for me to now bring it in here like this text exactly, I'll now come back to it, come down to this place where it says featured chat overlay. So on this featured chat overlay, I'll copy this. Then I'm going to create a browser source inside my OBS. So see it here, and you are going to, that is on the browser. You paste it and then you click on 1920 by 300. I leave mine on 300. Then I'll come down here and say refresh browser when scene becomes active. That way you click on OK. So once you do that, if anybody should drop any comment on that your live, it's going to automatically come here. You are going to see it here first. Then if you tap on it, it's going to display. If you tap on it again, it disappears. You can see that. So this is how you are able to bring it in. But do make sure to make sure that you subscribe to this channel, so that when I drop the video, you will be the first to get notified. I hope that makes sense. Please, Makasaj, confirm that you get what I said. Confirm that you get what I said. Confirm. Poema is saying that he had network issue. Okay. Sorry, my network is not strong. Okay. I get it. The issue is not something we have. Makasaj Chishimba. Your name sounds like a Kenyan. That is someone from the Southern Africa, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So let me. Okay. So let's see the next question. Joshua is saying, he's saying, just joined. Hope I've not missed too much. Not really, bro. Not really. And also know that you can always watch the video. That is why I prefer YouTube, so that you'll be able to, come back to it whenever you want. So this is it. Lightroom is the best. Well, it depends on what, because for me, I think Lightroom is good, but for me, what I basically use is Photoshop. I use Photoshop for my color grading, actually, because I just want something that once I finish, I can bring it in, maybe do my retouching and all of that. But it depends on what actually works for you, okay? Can you share the Lightroom crack file in the group? I don't share file, bro. I don't share file, okay? I don't share crack. But there are places where you can download it from, okay? And there are things you cannot do here, so that you don't get any form of lawsuits. But no problem. Maybe we can discuss later in the group. So, sir, regarding to mobile for phone, okay, I think maybe I've answered that. Okay. So, Poema is saying, if my internet upload speed is below 8.7 Mbps and I want to multi-stream on Facebook and YouTube, how will I calculate and set it well in OBS? Now, basically, when it's there are settings that you have for different social media platforms, but basically what I do, because you cannot be setting different bit rates, right? So what I basically do is I just set it in such a way that I know that the quality will be minimal for me to be able to carry, so that no matter how bad it gets to, at least until it drops to zero, except the network enters zero like it used to happen here in mine, right? Ordinarily, this is what I do. Even see, because that time, if you notice what happened initially when I started, all of a sudden we had an issue, and that made me to restart again. So let me show you what I just did. I just had to, for my peace of mind, at least everybody can attest that they can, see me and all of that. Let me go over to my docs, and then I'm going to bring in my, what's it called again? Okay, my controls. So see what I use, the bitrate I use. The reason is that even what I'm using is the Airtel ODU, right? But then the network here is extremely bad, and because I don't want to risk it, this is what I even use. So if I can, then you too can. Look at, see the bitrate I used. See, 1005 kilobyte per second. 1005 kilobyte per second. Ordinarily, some will be using 4000, 5000, depending on how good the network is at their end. But for me, please let it just allow me. You can see, just look under here. Look under here. Look under here. You can see where mine is running. 1827 kilobyte per second. So in such a situation now, if I go and put let's say 4 Mbp per second, because on a normal it's always advised that if you have up to this, like this 8, that you should divide it into 2, right? Then by dividing it into 2, so that even if the network is dropping, at least your stream will be able to still hold. But what I now tell you is just get what I call the sweet spot. So for me, sweet spot is just between 2000 maximum 25. You understand? Depending on how strong your network. No matter how strong my network is, I know the risk. I don't risk it, man. I just go with 2025, and that is all. It will still give me. My main priority is just for people to be able to, enjoy the stream without having any issue. Okay? So somebody is asking, how do I do picture in picture in OBS? All right. So let me show you how to do picture in picture. It is very, very simple. So now let me use this my video that you are watching, and then this my, what is it called? This my display capture, which is the desktop capture rather. I'll come here. Let me share my screen. I'll come over here. I'll create a scene. Let's say picture in PIP, picture in picture, and then I say okay. Now because I have this camera here, and then I also have this desktop capture here. Now I'm not going to bring it in here as a source again. I'm going to bring it in as a scene. So when I click here, I'll come over to scene, right? So I'm going to, the one that will be by the left, I'll click on the camera, I'll click on add, right? Then I'm going to, shift it, and I'll keep it here first. Then what else am I going to bring in? I'm now going to bring in this desktop capture. So I'll click on this, then I'm going to click on the scene. Remember, it's scene that we are doing, desktop capture, and then I'll click add existing. You can see, and then I'm gonna reduce it a bit. So when I do this, sorry, desktop capture, okay, PIP. Oh, I did something wrong. Oh, okay, look at the picture in picture. Let me bring it up so that I'll stop confusing it. So I'll come here again, and then I'm going to select the scene, which is this desktop. So you can see that. So you see what we have here. So what do? I'm going to take it down, depending on how you want it to look like. So I can crop this my image now. I'll hold my Alt, and then I'm going to do it like this, and then I'm going to bring it. That is the Alt, by holding the Alt key. Then I'm going to come here, move it to the right. I can use this to adjust it a bit. Then I'll come here, and then I'm going to increase this one. Then I'm going to move it like this, just to move away from this. Then you can see it has a black background. So what can I do now? I can now bring in an image to add as a background to it, so that I'll be able to make it more colorful. So let me go to my download, and I'm going to get a random image from my gallery. That way we'll be able to add it to what we already have. let me do this. I think I have an image that's okay. Let me use this, and then I'll say okay. So because it has blocked it, Control F, and then I'm just going to drag this image down. Okay, so you see that. So initially this is what it looks like. So if I want to increase it, I'll do this, and then I'm going to position this. I'll use my button to just move it, to move away from the edge, at least to have that nice padding. Then I'm going to now hold these two, and then I'm going to move it this way. If it is too much, I'm going to reduce it just a tiny bit, and then I'll move it away. Then I'll properly fit everything. You see? So this is just one of it. So if I transition now, this is how you have your picture in picture. So the one that is by the left, the one by the left, as you can see, is my image, which could be the image of your pastor. Then this one can be that of your Bible. You understand? Or maybe the congregation. There are some times that you want to. But then if this were to be done in a place like vMix, I tell you, it would have been animated, where you can move from this to this, move from this to this, move from this to, you understand? You can just go full screen on me, go full screen on this Bible, or you can come back to this very view. I hope that is well understood. Then Hub, is that clear? This is what it looks like actually. This is what it looks like. Hello. So this is it. Then Hub, please confirm before we move over to the next questions. Please guys, keep bringing in your questions, okay? So let me fall back to my camera. I need more questions. More questions. Let's get this going. And also help me like this video. It's a live, right? So you can drop your likes. Just keep tapping on the screen. There's nothing much. You don't pay to use that. Please confirm if okay. Then Hub says thank you very much. You're welcome. Okay, so let's go over to the next question. Do we have another person? Okay. Okay. Kenneth Igbini is asking if they can download it and watch it later. Yes, you can. It's right here on my Facebook, on my YouTube. So what you are going to do is you go to the live session of my YouTube. When you come there, you're going to see this video, because once I finish, it will be live there. So you can always go there and then you watch it. It's always there. Okay, Makasaj, you say you are from Zambia. Good to have you. All right, well done. All right, Joshua, thank you very much. Somebody says, please, last you are doing something about Video Ninja. How far with it? Okay, Stone of Help. Yeah, that of Video Ninja, I was trying to bring in guests. That was what I did the last time. If you're interested, you can say you're interested, and maybe I'll show you how to bring in guests into your OBS using Video Ninja. Yeah. Okay. Any more questions? Okay. Somebody says, concerning, that is Stone of Help, concerning the High Vision Play Pro, after your settings, the first latency, when you add another video capture, do you add something again? Let me get you, Stone of Help. Please, let me get you properly. Concerning the High Vision Pro, after you set the first latency, when you add another video capture, do you need to add something again? No, basically, if I understand you properly, the only thing you just need to do is make sure that all of the phones are on the same network, right? Then set the latency, which is what in most cases I use like 250, or depending on, you can just check. Then The only thing you just need to check now is the port number, right? So you just make sure that for each of those port numbers that they have distinct number 5001. If the first one is 5000, then the second one should be 5001. Another phone that you add will be 5002. Another one will be 5003, and that is how you add other phones. There is nothing else to be done there. There is nothing else to be done there. Okay, there is nothing else to be done there, except if I didn't answer your question correctly. You can easily ask so that I'll get what you've asked. So somebody, Solomon Olawale, is saying, sir, we use vMix for our church live stream. Now we want to use 2 laptops, one for vMix and one for Easy Worship. What's the best way to connect them using the same Wi-Fi or NDI? Now, if you ask me the best way will always remain cabled, which is using a capture card to send from that other system into the next one. Reason be that because it's cabled, that way the both of them interact in real time. Like there is nothing that has to do with maybe network is down or there is whatsoever. But outside that, there is also another means, like you said, NDI. So via NDI, the only downside of that NDI is that if the network drops in most cases, it might take some milliseconds, not like second, some milliseconds. So meaning that if you click enter, if you click on next, it doesn't respond like in real time compared to when you use a capture card. When you use a capture card, as you are clicking, it's entering immediately. You understand? Touch and follow. So that is that. But if you guys can afford to dedicate a separate capture card where you will just send it from that other system, that is, send it from the system that has the Easy Worship into the system that has the vMix, then it's better you do that. Till generations to come, cabled means will always beat anything that has to do with wireless. You understand? Because network in most cases are not that trustworthy. All right. Somebody says, how can I do live caption? How can I do a live caption? As for live caption, I don't know much about that, but I think they may have plugins that will help you to do that. Okay. Even in terms of the live caption, when you're talking about live caption, I think the way YouTube and Facebook and TikTok are now, right? They've already integrated it. So what basically are you even going to be using to do the live caption? Like, what's the need? If on YouTube I am live now, you can easily check the listener is CCC, right? That's CC. Click on it so that anything I'm saying, you will see it being transcribed in real time. Facebook has also adopted the same means, and I think TikTok too. You understand? But I think you can just find out to see if there is a plugin that does live caption. Okay? But none that I know of now. Then Paul Udebuna is saying, I stream both on Facebook and YouTube. Okay? Do you have any question in respect to that, Paul? Do you have any question in respect to that? You can ask. Let me know. But if you stream on both, that is actually good. Or if you are asking that you want to be able to stream on both, then vMix can help you. At least now vMix can allow you to stream to multiple platforms, like let's say 4 or more. That is for the updated one. So you can decide to, but then here on OBS you can collect as many as possible, and that is using something like the iTunes multi-stream. Okay, so that's that. Please, more questions. Thank you so much today. I use OBS because of you. I really appreciate your work for us. I am here in Rwanda. I really appreciate, sir. Thank you for that kind word. I do appreciate. Thank you. So, okay, Paul Udebunam is saying, I stream both on YouTube and Facebook, but when I watch on Facebook, it's always blurry. What could be the cause? My bitrate is always 6,000 or more, though I use smartphone and just one camcorder. Okay, So based on what you are asking, when you say it's blurry, that blurriness is as a result of compression from Facebook and YouTube. Now, in most cases, the reason why you see it like that is that sometimes the network may be down, and just to be able to allow you to keep streaming so that your feed doesn't cut off, they tend to like compress the image. Now, for you to be able to also watch the full resolution that you have, once it's not laggy, what you simply need to do, you are going to see that settings icon that is on either on your Facebook, if I remember. You click on it, you are going to see resolution. Like you might see it that it's on auto 360, right? Then you click on it and select maybe 720, or depending on the distance. If you select the higher ones, it will allow you to now watch it in full resolution. It's not like it's blurry. The reason is because the network is trying to, help compress the video so that it will give you the opportunity for you to be able to watch it without losing signal. I hope this helps. Solomon Olawale, how can I go about that using a video capture card or cable? Is there a video tutorial for it? I would love to know how to set it up. Okay. So let me, do I have my capture card here with me? If you can give me a second, maybe I can just get my capture card. There is nothing much to be done, but just hold on. Let me see if I have my capture card. Let me show you what my capture card looks like. It's just a plug and play stuff. Okay. So let's go. Hold on. All right, guys, I am back. Thank you again. Thank you for holding on. So the person that asked me, that is Solomon Olawale, that was asking how can I go about that using a capture card. Now this is what to do. This is actually my capture card right here. This is my capture card, and then this is the USB A to USB A. Now over here where you have your HDMI in, I'm going to plug this in. So this is what it's going to look like. My HDMI goes into here. This part where it has this USB A to USB A. Now, I'm going to assume, because I do not have my second system here, so this is the system that is housing the vMix. So this one, you will plug it into your system that houses the vMix. Then this one goes into your HDMI port of the system that houses your Easy Worship. Is that making sense? So you have this plugged into the one that houses your Easy Worship. This one goes into your system. Now, on that very system, let me share my screen. This is what you need to do. Now you can see my interface right here, right? So what you need to do on that very system, make sure you click this Windows P. When you click on Windows P, it's going to bring up this extend. Now, because it's connected to a capture card, and you can also see, I think I have my screen back here, so that I will just show you. So because this HDMI is connected, right? So you just click on that Windows P, and then you click on extend. When you click on extend, this is what is going to look like maybe ordinarily on that your second PC. But then this is how you are going to add it up. Let's assume that I have it already plugged in. Now I will come over to my vMix. Let me show, where is my mouse? Just hang on. Okay, let me even open my vMix. Let me open vMix. So just watch closely. There is nothing much there. It's just make sure this one is plugged in, and you can see that. I'll just come over to add inputs, and when you say add inputs, you come over here where it says camera. Now the reason why we are using camera is because everything that has to do with capture card comes into any of this streaming software as anything that has to do with capture card comes into any streaming software as a camera source. You understand? So once I do that, I'm going to click on this. Then you are going to look at it, USB 3.0. You see that? And then I'm going to leave the resolution like this, depending on what it says, and that will be all. If it was plugged into anything that has to do with another laptop, the interface would have looked like it would just show me the interface of that other system. Then on your easy worship, once you have extended it and then you click on the live on that your easy worship output, instantly it comes in here. That is how simple it is. Just that is how you add capture card. You add your easy worship to a second PC as a capture card. I hope that is well understood. Please confirm if you got what I explained about using the capture card to be able to send feed from your easy worship on one system into your vMix. Please confirm that you got it. Do confirm. Just let me know. Poema Media. Alright, just hold on. There are so much things to be done. Please, if you can keep bringing in your questions, I will gladly appreciate it. Keep bringing in your questions. I will gladly appreciate it. Okay? So, who asked me that question? All right. Solomon Olawale, thank you very much. Please keep bringing in your question. We still have more time. Oh. I said that today. I don't want to bring in my own issues. I just want to attend to your own. Okay? So, I got it. Meaning, when you set the latency, all the video you will add will not affect the latency. No, now, all the video, just set your latency 250. The latency is actually, just put a certain figure like 250, or depending, just look for your sweet spot. Try and know which one works for you. But 250 is okay. If you want to bring it down, the least you can go is 20. You understand? But then, you need to like give it more time. So in that case, you'll be going for something 200, 250, thereabout. So once you do that, there is nothing more. Okay, somebody is now asking, Lex video, how can I use 2 camera feed with 1 camera? One on a zoom feed, one on a normal camera. How can I use 2 camera feed with 1 camera, one for a zoom feed and one on a normal camera? Please, Lex, can you explain it properly? You mean how you can get 2 camera feed from 1 camera? Let me understand. How you can use 2 camera feed from 1 camera. Please confirm if that is your question. Just say yes. If that is your question, just say yes. You mean how you want to use 1 camera feed to get 2 camera angles? Confirm if that is what you mean. Confirm before I answer. We have other questions. Please, guys, I need more questions. This is just 10:30. We still have like up to 1 hour 30 minutes to go. We'll be ending this live at exactly 12. All right. Okay. Lex says yes. Okay. Now, let's come back. Now, I'm going to use this very video as an instance. I'm going to use it as an instance. So let's assume that this very camera you're watching, that this is the wide shot, right? Then you also want to get another second shot, which will be close shot. It's very simple. just like we did initially. Let me use this picture in picture. I'm gonna delete everything here. So I hope you can see me, right? So what I will do is I will come here, and then this one is already my primary camera, which is assumed my wide shots. Lex, I hope you understand. This one that says camera 1 is my primary shot, or let me just rename it. Alright guys, so what will happen, please hold on a second for me. I will join you shortly. Just hold on a second. Okay. All right, so sorry for that break. Please do bear with me. I just had to attend to a very little something close by. So let me share back my screen. So now, as you can see, this picture in picture, I'm going to rename it as cam 2. So we have cam 1, right? So this one is cam 2. All I simply need to do here on this very cam 2, I will come and click on this plus. Now I'm not going to bring in this camera. I'm not going to bring in this one that says video capture device. I'm going to bring it in as a scene so that I can do anything that I want with it. And then on that scene, what do we need? We need the camera 1, and then you see, so that anything I want to do here, I can easily do. So I'll just zoom it in. You understand? I can zoom it in like this, distorting the first one. So you just bring it in as a scene. You understand? So through that scene, you'll be able to, do whatever you want with it. So that is basically that. So I hope you understand that. Lex, I hope that is clear. Please confirm before we go over to the next question. Okay. Then Hope, God bless you too, bro. God bless you guys for turning up. So we are going to go over to the next. Lambert says, thank you from Rwanda. Good to have you, my brother. Good to have you. Well done. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Then Daily Acts. What platform that you are using to display the comments? Okay. For the opt-in time, the platform I'm using is called, because there is no gatekeeping, right? This is it, Social Stream Ninja. Social Stream Ninja. I already talked about how you can set it up, but then I'm still going to make a complete tutorial showing you how to set it up. Okay, so I'll be making that tutorial anytime this week. Watch out for it, on how you can use this Social Stream Ninja. Bring in every of your social media platforms. You can see I have both Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, you understand, and in fact different accounts that I have. You can also bring in look at all the platforms that you can bring in. So all of them are merged into one place. So if I want to spot it, I just come in here, and then just by clicking on it, and then it spots it. That is basically all that there is to be done. Please keep bringing in your question. Okay, Poema Meditation. He says, please, do you have any idea on how to create animated logo? Yes, I have a way that you can create animated logo. Share is that logo that used to turn, those type that used to turn. Now let me share it for us. I think this is one of the videos I made the very first time that we started this live, and maybe by then some of you haven't joined us. So let me show you. Just watch. Poima, hope you are there. Please, before I go ahead, let me confirm that you are there, so I don't go and share this update and then you come back later to ask. Poima, are you there? Ematek says no sound. There is still sound though. Please, someone else confirm. Emma is saying that there is no sound. Please confirm. Does anybody also have this? Does anybody have the issue of sound? Emma said that he can't hear me. Please confirm if you also cannot hear me. So, Poima, you can hear me, right? Confirm if you can hear me. Confirm if you can hear me. Or some other people can confirm now. Please, just help me so that we just do this, so that we don't waste time. And the reason why I try to... Okay, there is sound. The reason why I try to, try to get you people's opinion is so that we'll just make sure that nobody is losing behind and we'll know where the issue is coming from. So, Imatek, check your phone. Either you log out and log back in. It's YouTube. You understand? It's not like it's zoom this in. Once there is sound, okay? So let me go ahead. Okay, so I want to answer the question that Poima Meditation asked, where he's asking, please, do you have any idea on how to create animated logo? Now, this is the question, and then I want to be able to show you how you can do that. You don't even need to have an idea about animation. Let's save it. In fact, for some of you that are watching this, watch this. It's going to be of real help to you. So let's go. Now, which site are we looking at? We are going to create one, by the way, so that at least you will see it. Go and look for ProFounder. That is it. ProFounder. Click enter. You see this one? The best free online animation maker. I don't gatekeep here, and because of that, I am showing you everything just to make. In fact, you can even see these are YouTube. All those subscribe. You can get anyone here. But then when you come here, some are paid, some are free. So what do? You have to filter. So come over here where you see this pro plus filter free. Then you come under here, it says free. This one it says pro, and this one it says pro plus filter plus free. So what do? We need purely free, so that anything we get here, they are 100% free. You will look at it and know if this thing works for you. So now for animated logos, right? Let's keep scrolling. Let's see the one that works for us. You can see these are what they look like. You just keep looking to see. This one says logo metal rings transition. That is the one that you can use as transition, where you want to give that kind of this thing that will have like your church logo transitioning between. Maybe they are done with preaching and they want to go into offering. Now, instead of you just transitioning to offering, you can just use this now to use logo. You understand? So let me look for something more better. Maybe we'll just create one social media and then another one that has to do with the logo. So let's go with the logo first. Anything you see here is actually free. Because we've already filtered it. You can see where I did that. For those that didn't see it, click on here and you click on free. So that way, anything you use here will be free for you. You can do it and you export it as an MOV. That is like a video, so that when you bring it in, you don't even need to remove anything. It just does it for you. So let's go. We'll come over to 2, and then we are going to look for more, because there are so many of them here for our use. So if you want your logo to come out like this, whichever. See this one. So we are looking for the one that has like an animated logo, but this one's, let's see what this one. You can see that each one of them, they are always showing you a preview of what it's going to look like. Okay, so the network is kind of bad. That is why I'm having this little bit of network glitch. So but this site, please, you can come here and explore it. It's very simple. Let me just see if I can just do one. Please, you can come back here at your own convenience and maybe explore. You will see even those ones that you can put and then it will be rotating. The network is extremely bad. I don't want us to waste much time. Just come to this site, do as I just showed you, and you should be good. Okay, anything you see here, right here, is free. Anything you see here is free. Or let me even go back ahead. Let me say like this one. You see this one that say logo 360 3D spin loop. You know those ones that will be turning. So I'm going to click on it, and then you see, once I click on it, it's going to open this interface. Now by default it's like this, so I will say create 1080p free. Then it's going to just ask me here, select your image. You can see that. So this is it. So it's asking me for my image. I'll just click on this. Then I'm going to look for where I have an image that looks like a logo. I think I have some logos here. So let's say I want to use Facebook, and then I'll click on this. You understand? I can size it to position how I want it to be. You understand? Once I am okay, now I don't do any other thing to it because I need it blank like this. If you want to preview it, you can click on this preview, and it's going to just show you like a sneak peek of what it's going to look like. The reason why it's taking time like this is because of network. Okay, so you see that. But then once I am done, please just go ahead and you are going to click here. I've already uploaded my image. The network is kind of bad. I'll click on next step. Then on this next step now, see, it's going to give you a time. In most cases it's used to take like 4 minutes thereabout for it to be able to process. So you just give it time, it processes you. There is nothing else that you need to do. Just look for the one you like, drop your logo, and you are good to go. I hope this is clear. We'll still come back to it so that you actually see how nice it is. Who was the person that asked me that question? Please, I hope you are seeing what I'm doing. It's already processing, so once it's done, I will bring us back, but I need to attend to other questions. Once it's done, we'll come back to it, and I will show you what it looks like. Please, any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions? We are waiting for that very video to process. Now you see over here it's saying estimated wait time is 3 minutes 39 seconds, and it's counting down. Okay, so while we are doing that, let's see if we can attend to more questions over here. Let's see if we can attend to more questions. Any more questions? Let's go. Any more questions? Or are we good? Okay, if there are no more questions, let's just wait till this finish processing, then I'll bring it in, and if that is all for the day, then we are going to call it a quit for the day, and maybe by tomorrow. And also guys, please take notes. By tomorrow morning I will possibly be going live on TikTok, and also I'll be doing YouTube maybe in the evening, but then daytime I'll be doing TikTok. So if you want to catch me up on TikTok, you can catch me up on my backup page, which is Pentouch Galleria Backup. Pentouch Galleria Backup on TikTok. Okay, that will be during the day. Then at night we'll use YouTube. Okay, then you can also follow me on my Facebook page, which is also Pentouch Galleria. So all of these are platforms where you can meet me. So you can see estimated wait time is still counting down, just processing your video. Once it's done processing, we'll bring it straight into our OBS, and that would be that. Please, if you have any more questions, don't hesitate to ask. We are using this opportunity to answer as many questions as we can. We are using this to answer as many questions as we can. So just use these points to ask your question. That is why we are here. Ask your questions. So it's remaining just 1 minute plus, so that we'll be able to wrap up this class, because I see that we don't have much people. There is no more question, and that is very good to know. That means what we have said so far is well understood. Then maybe if I come tomorrow, we'll be looking at different stuffs. I'm going to check out some issues and then bring it up and we treat it. And if you still have any question in respect to that, you can also ask. Okay, you can also ask. So in less than 1 minute, we'll be done with it. Yeah, next video, the site is Profounder. Look at it, Profounder. 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 Once you come there, you're going to filter the free one, so that you're going to see everything that's readily available for you, both your social media handle. So you can use that to attach your church social media handle, maybe your YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and all of that. And once you are done, just click on whichever one that you like, add your logo if it is logo that you want. Then you're going to preview, and then you say next, and instantly it starts processing. You don't need to do any work there. You have no work to do there. All you need to do is just drop your logo, and that will be that. You can see it's done. It say MP4 HQ footage, right? So I'll click on this, and then it will start downloading. This is it, 18.7 MB. So it's coming out as a video. So once it comes out as a video, I'm going to bring it inside our OBS, and you're going to see what it looks like. I hope that is clear. Please, any more questions? I am asking now, any more questions? Because if we don't have any question after I'm done bringing this into OBS, then we are going to call it a day, so that tomorrow I will start on TikTok, my backup page, which is Pentouch Galleria backup. Okay, so do make sure to give me a follow there, and also follow me on Facebook. Please, I'm on Facebook. My Facebook is not doing well at all. I really like if you will follow, then help me share. That will be much appreciated. I never take any of that for granted. Okay, so let's see if we are done downloading. Okay, so let's go. Great. So now if I want to bring it into my OBS, let's go. I will come here, click on this, and then I'm going to come over to media, and then I'm going to click on I'm going to select new media, and then I'm going to select and choose, then download. That is where it will be. You see that? Then I'm going to click on OK. Then I'll put it on loop. You see that? Put it on loop. Restart playback when source becomes active. So okay, share nothing. Then I can click on OK, Control F. You can see this is it. So you can see how this one looks, but then the question is, it has like a black background. So how can we remove this black background? I think what I need to do I can also sort that out back here in this very place. Now what I need to do, I can do this place where it says logo background color. So I'll click on this and then I'm going to select green. Please, do you see what I'm doing? I'll select green, the logo background, select green. Okay, and this will be that. So once I select green, I'll just come back here and I will say next, so that we'll re-export it. Please, why I am doing this is so that we'll be able to key out this black totally away from the logo. So I'm going to remove this and we are going to give it some few minutes again for it to run. Okay, please, I'm using this opportunity to wait for more questions, but if there is none, no problem. Once we are done, we'll call it a day. So that means, how long is this gonna take? Okay, 4 minutes. Okay, about 3 minutes 50 seconds thereabout. So this time around, the logo is being exported with a green background. So I'm going to show you how to key out the green background easily so that it becomes 100% transparent. Okay, please, any more questions? I'm asking now so that we'll know where to call it a day. I'm looking out to see if I have any more questions right here. So the site, like I said, is Profounder, whichever way you wish to call it. That is the name of the site, okay? Please guys, try and join me on TikTok by tomorrow morning. Join me on TikTok. And then I have a video that will be coming up, which is how to set up this stream ninja for use, where you get to bring in comments like this on your stream. You understand? Because people have been asking, how do you even design it? I don't design a shit. I design nothing. Everything is by default like this. With the person's picture, you can see that. Whichever way, I just click. Once I click, it just shows up, and that is all. So I'm actually doing this while we are waiting, since we don't have any more question. Please, I have a question. I'm trying to type it now. Oh yeah, now go ahead, Joshua Abu. Just go ahead and type, because I see that lots of people have already left. Lots of people have left. There are lots of people who have left. So we are just waiting to get the Profounder. 2 minutes 55 seconds. So while I'm waiting for Joshua Abu to drop his question, if you also have yours, you can also drop it so that we can run through it. Please, lots of people asked questions today and we've been able to trash each and every one of them. This is actually how to go about it. So tomorrow you can bring in your questions again. We'll do that. Maybe throughout this week, if I have the time, I'll be able to go live Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, aside from Saturdays and Sundays, which are usually very hectic for me. So So let's check the profounder and see how far. See, they move, I know they move. Joshua, I'm waiting for you. How to retouch. Okay, stone of help. How to retouch pictures. Now, if you're talking about retouching picture is something that is technical, because when you're talking about retouching picture, there are some pictures that when you get it, all you just need to do is just do color correction or color grading. Then there are some that when you talk about retouching, in most cases it involves some technicalities, dodge and burn, all those high pass and all of that. So basically I won't be able to start showing you how to do that, but the only thing I would just suggest for you is check out, there are tutorials. I think I will suggest one particular site, one particular person on YouTube. Check out Piximperfect. Piximperfect. I think, yeah. Piximperfect. 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 So that is that. This is the spec of my PC present. Okay, I'm coming. Let me spot it on. Let me check if our profounder is done. While we are waiting for that, we got about 2 questions. Okay, I think I've answered that of Stone of Help. Check out Piximperfect. You're going to find a video. Like, the guy has one of the best Photoshop tutorials on picture editing, right? You can find him out. Then for the next person, which is Joshua, this is the spec of my system. Processor is AMD Ryzen 33250 with Radeon graphics, 2.0 GHz, RAM 8 GB graphics card, 2 GB storage, 238 SSD, but my system edition is Windows 10 Pro Education. My question, can I update it to Windows 11? Now, in terms of these updates, to be honest with you, I don't really know much about Windows updates and all of that. But I think what you can do, Joshua, please, you can ask that in the group. I think I have some experts that are very much professional. Just ask this very question now. Copy it exactly the way it is now. Ask it in the general group. There are some guys, I think that is the media mind, if I'm not mistaken. They will be able to answer this. They know very well in terms of updates. Me, basically, I'm just into the technicalities of setup and all of this. But I'm glad we have a community where you can ask questions and get people. So ask them in the group. They will be in a better position. I don't want to give you an answer to something that I am not very much sure of, except it's something I can tell you that yes, this thing can work. So ask them. They will be in a better position to answer you. Okay. So Prophet Vincent, good to have you. Please, how can I solve my vMix error? What is the error you are seeing, sir? What is the error? I need to know what the error is. Okay. He said the system has been giving me issue. I might be working and the Wi-Fi driver might just go off or speak and so on. Exactly. So in such a situation, just ask that question in the group. They will be in a better position. Okay. Just ask it in the general group, not in the media lab, in the Pentouch Galleria tips and tricks. Okay. So let me check our profounder. Okay. I think we are done. So let's download. We are going to download this. So let it download again. So once it's done downloading, I'll show you how to key it off. EM size. I don't get, please. Can you explain better? The system has been giving me issue. Okay. Please, how can I solve my vMix error? EM size. I don't know about the EM size. I'm hearing it for the very first time. Okay, share the screen. Okay. I thought most of you have gone to sleep. Oh. Okay, so now I'm going to be bringing in our logo inside. So here is my image. Yeah, Omoni. I'm back. So to bring it in, I'll come to media, and then I'm going to add a new media device, then browse, then come over to download. Hope it's not the same this thing that I downloaded. My God, I think it's the same this thing that I downloaded. It's the same one that I downloaded before that I downloaded again. Oh, it didn't change. Sorry. I think it should be the second one. Why is this thing failing to? Whoa. Just hold on. So it's failing to add the green background. Oh, I didn't do it well. I'm coming. Maybe let me change another logo background color. Oh, this one is meant to just be the way it is. Let me see. Looks like this one doesn't allow for the green background. So maybe I'll just use another one. The network is even extremely slow. Okay, this one doesn't allow for green background. Let me go back and select maybe something that will allow me use that green background. Okay, let's assume I want to use this. I'll say create 1080p. So it's almost like I'm going back to redo it again. Background color, I'll come to green, and then I'm going to select this. Then I'll come over here and click on this to select my logo. Let me check. Okay, and I'll click on this. I can resize it to, sorry, Ctrl Z. So once I place this, I've already given it this thing. I'll just click on next step. So it's going to export the metal ring transition. So let's check. So we are currently re-exporting another different one. But this is actually what the logo looks like. So if you like it this way, I just want to like show you a situation. I think this one doesn't give room for keying background out. So you just get to check and see what works for you. Okay. And permission denied, C drive. This one is usually between the application. Prophet Vincent, this is usually a problem. I think it's like a Windows problem. In most cases, there's usually Windows problem. You get. So in most cases, you either have to update your Windows for you to be able to address that. Okay. Most times, or it could be that your drive is having an issue. I haven't had issues like this, and I may not be in a better position to say. But if you are in the group, please, you can drop it in the general group. There are guys who are technicians that know or have better knowledge about this. So do use the group chat to ask that question. That's the general group chat. Do you belong to the group? If you don't belong, you let me know so that I'll drop my number. Okay, somebody is asking, that is Sima Ikechuku. What can you say about the lag on OBS? Like, if the video is lagging, what can be causing it? Thank you. All right. So there are things that can cause lagging. Number one, it could be that your system is not of high spec, and as such, your system does not meet the specification to be able to carry a streaming application like your OBS. A system that doesn't have graphics card, you understand? It does not, the processor is not high, it's low. Then in most cases, it might be that your stream settings is not well done. Maybe you go and use like a high bitrate where you're supposed to use a lower bitrate. And then another thing that can make your stream, your OBS to lag, is where you have numerous applications running on your PC while you are using it. Then another thing again that can also cause it is where your encoder settings is not done. I think I've said something about that. So all of these and many more are reasons. Then network can still be a contributor to that lag. So all of these are issues. Okay, all of these are issues. Yeah, I'm gonna share my screen. So I'm redoing that particular one so that we'll be able to bring it in. I just hope this one will just allow us without using that green stuff. All right, green MP background. So you see this one allows us to download green screen, or you can even download this thing with transparent background. So let me download the both of them so that you will see what the both looks like. Okay, so now to bring it in, I will come over here on my OBS and I'm going to add media. Then I'm going to select this. So here on my download, you can see I have one that is green screen. And then I have another one that is transparent. So it's just to show you. Then I'm going to leave it on loop. Okay. Restart playback when source becomes active. and then I'm going to click on this, and then I'll say Control F, right? In most cases, this is used as a flash, like to transition. So I can use this as what is it called, as a transition. So how do I use it as a transition? I'll come over here to my docs, right? And then I'm going to look for scene transition. So this scene transition, the normal one that you know, and I'm going to add stinger. Let's say okay. Then I'm going to select a video file. So you see how I'm bringing this very one now that has this green this in. So once it comes in, it's gonna come in, okay? So let's just give it some time. I believe it's in already. So if I come here and maybe I'll select stinger. So let's assume I have this right here. See, but then if you look well now, you're going to see that it has this very one now has this green. So what will be best to use here, because we are using the wrong logo, right? That is for this specific one. So I'm going to just use something that is transparent. I'm going to use the one that is transparent. That way, let me come here. I'll come here and I'll click on that stinger, so stinger 2, and I'm going to select the one that is transparent so that we'll be able to have that feel without having that green overshadowing anything. Okay, so but I'm still going to show you how to key out that green in this situation. So I will come over here to the stinger and then I'm going to select stinger 2. So if I want to transition between this very video and this very video, I'll just click on this. You see that if I want to transition again, so this is another form of transition that you can do. But let's assume that what I just brought, okay, we can't see your intro is playing. Oh, really? So see what I did? See what I did? Let me delete this. Let me also delete this. Now, because of this very one that I brought in, the very one I brought in, so what I did, how to bring it in, I clicked on this plus and then I clicked on stinger and then I said okay, right? Then I clicked on browse video file. Then I'm going to take the one that is transparent and then I will say okay. And then over here, I'm going to say okay. So that means we have one that is named stinger. Then when I come over here to my transition, so I can just click here and then I will say stinger. That's to add it to. That is to add it to my stinger here. So if I want to transition now, if I click on this, you see, if I click on stinger, it's going to wipe. That is exactly what this one looks like. You see? So, but then, if let's assume that the logo, remember, this is just for education purpose, but if maybe I decide to bring in this very one that has a green stuff. Maybe I decide to bring in a material that has green background from that pro founder. Now this is how I can key it out. Control F. Now this is what I need to do. This is it by the left here. I'm going to right click and then I'll come to filters. So on these filters, I'm going to come over here. Let me reduce this so I'll be able to see what I'm doing. I will come here to effect filters, not audio video filter. Effect filters, and then I will click on this, and then I'm going to click on Luma key. Click on OK. Or let me just use Chroma because it's green. Okay. So click on this, look for Chroma key, and then you click on OK. And then I will see green because that color is green. And then I'll click on close. If you can see, it has already removed that green from it. You can see the green has been removed. So if I should take that very video, let me say I copy it and then I place it on my camera. Say Ctrl V. Then let me see if I can loop it. So let me transition. So, but you know, it's not going to look like this now. It's not going to look like this. But you see, this is now without any background. So you can easily just adjust it. You get. I can decide to hold this and adjust to fit. So let me just adjust this. Don't know why it's not adjusting, but just use your own time to, you know, deal with it. Somebody is saying check your screen. Oh, I think it's okay now. Test OBS Studio. Powerful broadcast, 25 hours of air. I don't get Oduaro. I don't get what you're trying to say. If you can be more explicit, I will appreciate it. OBS Studio broadcast 25 hours off to air. All right. Simai, thank you. We can't see your intro is playing. I think I've addressed that. So, guys, I think that is where we are going to call it a quits for today. That's where we are going to. Let me remove this, man. It's looking kind of awkward. It's awkward, man. All right. So I guess that will be all. It's already 11:22 right here in Nigeria, and since we do not have any more questions, basically we've dealt with almost everything that we have for today. Yeah, thank you very much, Joshua Abu. Thank you, Lex Video, Odwar Joke. Yeah, thank you, Soup Technicians. Bill, I say you come late today, boys. Good to have you. So I think that will be all for today. Okay. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for staying behind. Thank you for always being close. My only prayer is that as we keep learning, we'll keep getting better every day. No, there is no perfect man in this whole stuff. I am constantly learning. We are also learning. At least me being able to share the little I have is another way for me to, you know, re-emphasize this training to myself too. The little I know, I'm trying to give out, and that is why I said in my community there is nothing like gatekeeping. Everyone is entitled to know, and they deserve to know. Nobody is a master to the other. Nobody is an expert over the other, right? From our interaction. So if you are not part of our community, you are missing out a lot. For those that wish to be part, you can reach me out on 0810-259-1412. Okay, So this is it right here. Thank you very much, and we may be calling it a day. So for those that Arinze Daniel, you have a lot of questions. I just wish you can ask it now. Are you part of our community? If you are not part of it, please just chat me up on this number. Maybe if possible, if you can ask that question right now, can you just ask? Let me see if it's something I can deal with now, or should we deal with it tomorrow? You can go ahead and ask. Please hurry up. You can go ahead and ask. If you're not part of our community, please see this number, send me a message so that I will add you up. Okay? Arinze Daniel, you say you have questions. Please, I'm waiting for you before I call it a quit for the day. Arinze, are you there? Looks like we've lost Arinze there. Well, please, you have like 2 minutes to respond, or we call it a quit for the day. You are the reason why we are still here, so that we'll hear you out and see how to come in. Hello, Arinze, are you there? Okay. Arinze is asking, how can I use one sound input for multiple scenes in OBS? Great. Now, in most cases, I'm sure that what you have been doing is this. You come to this thing and then you come and click add input capture, right? And then you now come and click on add audio input, and then you come and select. This is wrong. Never do it like this. Now, this is how you can add your one single audio input, and as you switch between scenes. Oh, I wasn't sharing my screen. Let me retake that again. This is possibly what you've been doing. You come to plus, you come to add input capture, you select add audio input, you come here and then you select what you want, and then you say okay, right? So this method is wrong. This is how you can add an audio scene. This is how you can add audio, and as far as that your stream is concerned, your sound will always be there no matter what you do. Now, on your OBS like this, you come over here to your settings. You can see my settings here. Click on settings. Make sure that your audio is already plugged in. Then you come here to your audio. You see here where it says global audio settings. By default, you see desktop audio disabled, desktop audio 2 disabled, every other thing disabled. Then I use mic and auxiliary because I see that other sound that I add as an auxiliary. So auxiliary 1, and then once I click on it, and then I'm going to select the sound that I want to overlay, so that no matter the scene that I switch is going to be there. I'll just select on it, and then I'll click on apply, and then say okay. That is how you have it here. Right? Then when you have it here, you are going to make sure, because you can have this audio just the way I'm talking now. You can see that it's moving up and down, right? Then you need to make sure that people online can hear you. So what do? You come here to options, and then you come to advanced audio properties. Then you click on this audio monitoring. By default, your own is going to tell you monitor off, monitor and outputs only, and mute headphone. So you just click on monitor enabled, and that is all, and then you close. So as I am talking now, if I decide to go to this chatbot and I transition, you can still hear me. If I fall back, you can still hear me. If I come to my camera 1 and I transition, you can hear me. It is one audio across everything that I do. Do you get that? So that is basically how you use one audio source across all your scenes. Arinze, I hope that answers your question. Okay? Then OBS Studio connects to add DJ Mix. Oduaro Jock. DJ Mix. I don't get your question, please. OBS Studio connect to add DJ Mix. You mean how to add sound? If it is to add sound, then it still follow the same process. Make sure that the sound card has been plugged in or whatsoever. You come to your audio, come to this mic and auxiliary, right? And then you click on that thing that you've plugged, that USB cable that you've plugged, and then you say okay. That way, whether it's from the DJ Mix whatsoever, you have that there. Okay? So that is all that. I hope that will be all for today. Please, any more questions? Any more questions before we call it a wrap? All right, Arinze, thank you. Please, any more questions before we call it a wrap for the day? 1 more minute before I call it a wrap, just to make sure that we are not missing anyone. 1 more minute. Any question? How do you deal with the audio and video? In what sense, please, King George? You say, how do I deal with the audio and video? What exactly, do you mean by how do I, so that at least I will know? How do you deal with audio and video? You mean how to add audio and video? Okay, delay. Okay. Now, in terms of delay, what I simply need to do, if I need to do a delay, now you see this place where it says options. I'll click on advanced audio properties, right? Then I'll come over here. This is actually my sound. This is mic and auxiliary. I will come here. Then you are going to input a certain number. It could be 50, right? And then you close. Then for people, you go and check that's your stream, or you can do a recording, play it back, and know if it is in sync. So this is how you deal with delay. If it's not okay, if you need to add more, you can add it 100, and then you close, and then you do a recording to know your sweet spots. So that's basically how you deal with audio delay. I hope that is well understood. OBS Studio, add video player. Okay, if you want to add video player, Oduaro Jock, if I get it right, how to add a video player. Now, to add a video player, what you simply need to do, let me share my screen with you. What you simply need to do, you come here, you create a scene, and then let's say video, and then you say okay. So once I do this, I click on this plus, I'll come over to media, right? Then you are going to click on add a new media. Okay, I'll click on browse. Then on that browse, I'm going to look out for where I have my video. So on this video, you look out for your video content. You see, let's assume this. I'll click on OK. Then I'm going to put it on loop. That is if it is something I wanted to repeat when it gets to the end, right? And then show nothing when playback ends. And then I'm going to click on Okay, so Control F to fill the screen, and then if I click on this transition, this is what you are going to have. That is how I have my video player. And if maybe I want the sound to come out, you see the name here, it says media tree, right? So you click on this, you click on advanced audio properties. Then if you don't see it, you are going to turn off. Then media player tree, look at it, it's turned off. I'll click on this, and then I'll see monitor and enabled. Good. So I'll hide this, and then I'm going to close. So if I decide to transition again now, you can see that you can hear the sound. You can hear the sound. So that is basically how you add your, that's basically how you add video to your OBS studio. All right. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you. I think we've done quite a lot today. What I did basically was, taking questions, answering them, and that is all. So maybe tomorrow morning you can join me on my Pentouch backup on TikTok. We'll be doing TikTok in the morning, and then in the evening like this we'll do for YouTube. So this YouTube, you can always find it right here. After this class, you are going to find it right here on my live session. Okay, so in the absence of any other question, I want to say a very big thank you. Oh, Arenze, you are ambushing me, bro. You are ambushing. All right, sir, please, can you explain how to deal with audio delay and how you use easy worship in OBS with one system? Okay. That audio delay, I just explained it now, but let me go back to it again. Okay, so now for audio delay, now you see this is my mic, right? This one that says global mic auxiliary, right? So I will come here to options, and then I'll click on advanced audio properties. Now you might have other different audio elements, right? But for this very one, which is the mic and auxiliary, if that is what I want to delay, I'll click on this, and then I'm going to keep adding numbers. I might start from 50 depending on how much I think the audio is off sync with the video. So you see this sync offset, I can just put it and then I'll close. That's basically that. And then you are going to watch to see how that helps. Okay, if it doesn't, you come back again, and then you are going to dial in extra 50 to make it 100. So that is how you deal with audio delay. So I'm going to delete this, and then leave it at 0. Okay, that's how you deal with audio delay. Then for the other part of the question where you says how you use easy worship in OBS with one system. Now that one system you mean is like this, my system. Now if I want to bring in my easy worship into this system, right? Now because my HDMI is plugged in, so what I'm now going to do, let me launch my easy worship. I'm going to open. It's going to lag my system, but no problem. It's just for some few seconds. Once it opens, everything will be set. How did you view your video by the audio? I'm coming. Let me see if I get your question properly. Please, if you know you're not part of our community, please indicate. We have a community, 2 communities at that. We have a community, 2 communities at that. Okay. So now this is my easy worship. I hope you can see that. Now for me to be able to send it to OBS, there are 2 ways I can do that. I can send that as a secondary output, or I can send it as NDI. Now whichever way, all I just simply need to do, come here to your edits, you click on option. Then when you click on option, this is what you're going to do. You can see because my HDMI cord is plugged into my system, so meaning that my OBS is what is actually displaying, right? So once I click on this monitor 2 secondary, right, I'll click on OK. So by doing that, when I come back to my OBS, and let's assume I want to bring it in, I'll click on this and I'm going to give it a name which says Easy Worship. Okay, I click on OK, click on plus. Then I'm going to use display capture. Display capture. So which display capture are we looking at? This. So click on it, Control F. But you can see now our Easy Worship is not showing, right? But don't worry, because when we go live, it's gonna display. So watch it. If I decide to do this, see it. It didn't show up. That's because we're actually using the what is it called? I think I lost everyone there. Guys, are you back here with me? That's okay, bro. That's okay. Please confirm if you are back here with me. I suddenly lost my network. Please confirm if you are still here with me. Confirm if you are still here with me, please. Do I still have you, or have I lost everyone? Arinze, that's okay. Just that all this while I've been shouting only for you to show up and say you have lots of questions. So that's basically that. So you will use this just the way I did this now. So you can use the display. The reason why you are still seeing this is because I'm actually capturing the display. But then see another method with which I can use to add it. I can add it through NDI because they are both on the same system, right? So I'll just click on edit and then I'm going to click on options. So right here on the options, I'll click on this and then I'm going to click on NDI stream and then I'm going to click on OK. So with this now, if I come back to my OBS, I'll click on this, then I'm going to click on NDI source, then add NDI source. And what NDI source are we looking at? I'll click on this. Usually mine always is very hard to come up, but with time, let me open Logema. With that now, it's going to help it boot. Don't know why my system suddenly starts misbehaving like that. So through this NDI, once you click on it, you're going to see it is going to appear right here, and you click on OK, and that way you have your Easy Worship inside your OBS. Please pardon me, the system is already going through a lot, like it's already going through hell, you understand? So in most cases I just have to like rebuild for it to be able to align. But you can either add it as a display capture, or you can add it as NDI. So through any of this method, you'll be able to see display capture or through NDI. And like I said, the reason why it's not showing up, but it's showing up on my screen here. It's showing up on my screen here. Okay, but it's not showing up here. It's because I am doing what I call a screen capture. So it's just showing basically anything that is on my screen. Okay, so I hope that is well understood. So for the person that is asking when I'll be going live tomorrow, the thing there is that for you to get notified, I can't say for now, but you need to belong to the community. How did you view your video by the audio? Oh, Big Joe, I don't get the question. For real. How did you view your video by the audio? Please, can you rephrase this your question so that I can get it? Yeah, sure. Every day is for learning. That's it. So Arinze, as time for the TikTok, you need to be part of my community so that you just get notified whenever, because if I tell you at a specific time, I may not be able to, meet up because of, the Nigerian factor. So if you don't have my number, here is my number. Let me drop it for you. So this is my number. You can send me a message and I will add it to the group. Tell me that you're from YouTube, okay? How did you display your social comments in lower thirds? Okay, the site I use for that is called Stream Ninja. Social Stream Ninja. Social Stream Ninja. This is it right here. I'll be making a video on that, and also you can as well watch this video. I already explained it twice in my video here, so do watch out for it. I already explained it here on my video, and I'll be making a follow-up video showing you how to set it up properly this time around using a video. Hope I'm sharing my screen. Oh, sorry, this is the site Social Stream Ninja. Look at it here. I hope you can see that. Social Stream Ninja. So I'll make a video later on it to show you guys. This is it. This one that looks like a ninja with the charts and all of that. Alright, so that is that. We are winding down for tonight. Yes, the sound is good though. Yeah, thank you. Please, what can I do to make my sound clear when live streaming? Now, one thing you can do is make sure you have a good mic. And when you're talking about live streaming, if you have a mic like this is actually a dynamic mic. This dynamic mic, dogs are barking, but you can't hear them. Someone might be grinding outside my house because I have this grinding mill that is directly opposite me, even with the high noise, but you might not be able to hear it. And even if I thought you hear it, it will be very, because it filters noise. I can have my fan blowing and you will not hear it. You understand? That is the importance of having mics like this. So when you have good mics, you don't even need to. I didn't even add any filter. There's no filter that is added to this mic from beginning to the end. I don't use filter. Even in my video tutorials, I don't denoise. My sound comes out the way I said it, and that is that. I hope that makes sense to you. Please do make sure, if you are not part of our community, just check out my number, send me a message, tell me that you are from YouTube so that I can add you up. Here is the number again, 0810259141. Okay, so that you can belong. Whenever we go live, you get notified. We had so many people here up until now. So with this, it's been an amazing time, and I really appreciate you for staying behind. Please, let's make tomorrow another date to show up. Come up with your questions. If you have any issues, bring them up. We'll try as much as possible to be able to answer it and help you upskill your media in your media journey. Till I see you again tomorrow, do have a pleasant night rest, okay? And bye.